Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how I decorated my home for Halloween/fall and 3 cheap, easy and quick DIYs to help you decorate yours. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. Also feel free to leave a comment. Now without further ado, let's get right into this video. To start with, I got an 8-pack of paper pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns from the Dollar Tree for just $1. This one I placed on the bathroom door. This one I placed on my craft room door. This one on the bedroom door. This one I attached to the lamp in the living room. This one is on a broom closet in the living room. And this one on the outside of the living room door, along with this window cling that I got from Walmart for just $1. We could not find any door ones this year. And the last one is on the office door. Next I have this 4-leaf tree above the dresser in the bedroom that I made myself. All I did was I got a poster board from the dollar store for just $1 and I free-handed the tree with brown Sharpie and paint and then glued on the artificial leaves that I got from the dollar store. This next one might be a little hard to see, but once again from the dollar store I got 3 different Halloween battery lanterns and a fuzzy spider that I hung from the added chain in all dark hallway. And on this shelf in the living room is where we refined our first DIYs. Here are the finished coffins all set up and lit up, and in just in this clip I will show you how I made those. I made just about everything on this shelf besides the dollar store spider web that's there, but I made all 3 of these small votives along with this spider web effect one, and then there's also a tall leaf one, 3 glow-in-the-dark pumpkins, and 1 canvas leaf pattern, along with all 4 of the coffins. You may see most of this stuff in my craft update for the fall. To make these spooky color-changing coffins, I got these 4 different unfinished wood coffins from Micers. I got 4 different patterns. There are many to choose from. There's a little switch on the back, and then when you turn it on, it has a color changing pattern and they look super cool. They also have 2 hinges and a latch. This allows you to open it up, and there's the light bulb. I'm stuffing a rod of paper towel in each one just to protect the light bulb from any paint that might get through. I'm going to paint my first 2 black, so I'm starting with my black acrylic paint and a sponge brush. You might need a few coats to get it opaque. Now that all 4 of my coffins are dry, I'm going to go in with this tulip glow-in-the-dark green paint on the black ones and just plain white puffy paint on the pink ones. I painted the other 2 a metallic pink color. The spider one was my first victim, and I did this slime colored effect with the glow-in-the-dark paint. For the next one, I just did this random design. You can really do whatever you like with these. Either way, it's going to look awesome once it is lit up. For the first of the metallic pink ones, I tried to do a mummified / spiderweb design. It didn't work out as well, but still looks pretty cool and still would look great once it's lit up. And for the last one, I did a sort of ring detail around the back. I recommend laying these flat to dry and also to leave in the paper towels until they are completely dry, just to catch any paint drips that might occur. On a different shelf in the living room, I have this Fall is Here canvas I made, along with this bowl of glitter and snow covered pine cones, pumpkins, and gourds. I also have a tutorial on. I have a package of window clings I have on the kitchen window and the bathroom mirror. On the living room door on the inside, I have this ghost from, you guessed it, Dollar Tree, along with this round up pumpkin garland, also from Dollar Tree, that I have on the doorknob. And that brings us to our second DIY, these candy corn vases. To make these cute and fun candy corn vases, you need to start with glasses. You can get these for $1 or less at Dollar Tree or Walmart. You can also use mason jars. I've already gotten the barcodes off of these. It's much easier to do if you're running it under a little warm water while you're trying to scrape it off. For my first one, I'm going to be using Play-Doh. You can find these at Walmart for only 50 cents a piece. And I have orange, yellow, and white. Use a glass large enough to fit your hand down when you're using the Play-Doh method. I'm starting with using 3 cans of the yellow. I try to keep my DIYs pretty easy in this video, so there's not much to it. Just keep pushing it down, one color at a time. Make sure that you try to push it down so there's no air bubbles or cracks in it, and then just go on to the next color. Here I have the orange completed. Here's the completed glass with all 3 colors in, and now with some faux flowers that you can get for just $1 at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. I'm just going to center it as best I can and just push it down through the Play-Doh. You'll find that it goes pretty smoothly, and you can push it all the way down to the bottom or as far as you'd like. Then if you chose to leave your leaves on your stems, you can use that to kind of cover the top a bit. For glasses 2 and 3, I'm going to use these colored paper napkins I got from the party section of Walmart. They were only 97 cents a pack. Starting with your first color, you're just going to tear strips or pieces, however long, short, wide, or thin that you would like, and then you're just going to pile them into your glass. With the napkin method, I suggest starting with your flowers already in your glass. That way when you are finished, you don't need to push it through and risk the colors mixing together, because they will mix a lot easier with the napkins than what they would with the dough. Other ways that you can fill these glasses include sand, buttons, pom-poms, beads, and M&Ms. Here's my first completed napkin candy corn vase. Now I'm going to make the next one the exact same way. The final leg of this tour and tutorial video brings us to the dining room and the kitchen. I have a metal door, so on the inside I have this cat hung up by magnets and a pumpkin bag hung up on the doorknob. Where the keys go on a hook, I have a skeleton, and above that we have a cauldron. On the outside of the door, I have another window decal. Above my dining room table, I have these 3 things that I created, like 2 beaded signs. This one is this elaborate tree one. I have this wreath for fall that I created. And then the other beaded sign is a ghost in front of like a haunted mansion. On the curtain rod, I also have a bunch of store-bought garland. And on the table, I have the 2 pumpkins, which brings us to our last DIY. I also have my jack-o'-lantern tablecloth, along with these 2 plastic goblets between the pumpkins. These are skull ones. There's a black one and an orange one. We got these to have for Halloween night. My boyfriend wants to put some fruit punch in it while he answers the door. To make these beautiful flower pumpkins, you need to start with a foam ball that you can get from a craft store, Walmart, or even some dollar stores. You can get any size that you like. Just know that it fits the size of the pumpkin that you will make. Next, you need faux flowers. You can get some for just $1 in Walmart or Dollar Tree. I would be using wire cutters to cut my stems, but you can certainly use some scissors. Cut your flowers off in their bunch. Leave a little bit left over to use for your stem. As you can see, I already have my first one in. This is super simple. You're just going to push it into the foam. I'm going to do it all the way around. When I did my first one, I left a little bit of a ring on the bottom empty, so that way it stands a little bit easier. You can choose to do this, or you can fill it in. For this one, I decided to go for all the same color and all the same flower, whereas my first one, I did a mixture. Now that our pumpkin is complete, we're going to work on our stem. I'm taking brown pipe cleaners. For my first one, I used just black pipe cleaners, but I covered it in brown beads. I'm sectioning off 9 brown pipe cleaners into 3 groups of 3. Once you have that done, you're just going to start a simple braid with the 3 groups. Now you should have something sort of like this. Next, you're going to cut off a random piece of your stem from one of your bunches that are already finished. You're going to wind this braided pipe cleaner around the stem. Be sure to leave a section of the stem uncovered by pipe cleaners at the bottom. This will make it so you can easily put it back into the foam. All you have to do is center it the best that you can at this point. You might need to move a flower or 2 to make some room. Then you can just kind of play with it. Pipe cleaners are very easy to bend, so you can just kind of twist the top a little bit if you'd like to make it curve. Whatever you desire. Here is my completed floral pumpkin. These are so cute and so easy to do and pretty cheap to do as well. For this video, I hope you enjoyed it and inspired you. If you happen to use anything that I've done in this video, please show me by using the hashtag Beataholic94 on any social media platform.